No more C.A.R.B. in California.
Good morning. It is Sunday. For all of us that are not in church today. For all that you are in church, hello too. Hopefully you're not watching this in church. The EPA, California. Y'all might want to move back here if you left California. It's about to be popping, man. I mean, I think this is it. I think we're going to see the Clean Air Resource Board. I have a lot of friends that have left because of that. I mean, it's gotten so bad in California that they were one. I think there's still a mandate. You can't have like an F-450. They started going against diesels. They started canceling out a lot of more emission regulated stuff. They were going to raise gas like 0.45 cents up. So this latest bill by the Clean Air Resource Board has just been blocked. And not only has it been blocked, Newsom has some issues. Apparently the Clean Air Resource Board, there's a guy I follow on YouTube. And there was a couple people, and they're just saying that, they're freaking out in there. Newsom's got a lot of money that's just missing from railroad. It's funny how this administration keeps going to all these programs. There's all this money that's supposed to be going places. It's just disappeared. It's gone. And you wonder why you get taxed so much. Why do they keep putting, DMVs? Dude, our DMV in California, $450 to register your vehicle, $800 for a truck. I mean, they're going to bleed us and bleed us and bleed us until they can't bleed us anymore. And that isn't how you run an economy. That isn't how you make money. All on this idea that, we're going to blow up the planet. Well, here's two things about that. We're going to blow up the planet no matter what. I mean, is theory one. How fast we do it, I guess, or how fast we don't do it. I'm not sure. The planet's going to blow up no matter what is theory two. It's technically a star. Stars, they get hotter. They blow up. The sun's actually going to blow up before the Earth will. And eventually it'll just probably evaporate us. So, and then if the sun does blow up, I mean, here's a whole nother thing. We couldn't really live that long unless I guess we could. I mean, I'm sure by then we'll have some artificial sun or something. Anyways, what I'm getting at is there's a crap load of people on this planet. We are populating. I've always had a theory about overpopulating. But, it's kind of a hard decision to make. Do you choke it down to a point where, you're trying to hang on to idealisms of 1970, 1960s? I mean, there was a lot of studies done. But here's the thing, with vehicles, at least, I can tell you, as being a mechanic and owning a shop, that, vehicles burn twice as clean just stock than they ever have. I mean, again, it's so sad because I've seen so many. I mean, 80s was like this testing period of like, let's put computers in something. We had no idea what the hell we were doing. So we had like half computers. You had half of these coolant vacuum modules where like as coolant got hot, it would open up these vacuum ports and allow vacuum to slowly go to where it does to enrich in a vehicle. Dude, that stuff, not bad if you could get the valves and keep it all running right, but it was way unnecessary. But we were trying, and TBI systems, throttle body systems, came out somewhere in mid-80s, late 80s, beginning of 90s on Fords and Chevys. And then from there, once we figured out injection systems, I mean, you can get the cleanest burn, out of a newer computer and injectors. I mean, so what I'm getting at is, if you just back off, people are going to get rid of their old 200 horsepower motors from the 80s. People with cars below 75 anyways are already putting new motors. There's LS swaps. There's all these swaps. So you already have people burning cleaner. The problem with diesels, when you get into diesel, is you can't plug up a diesel. It don't work. There's nothing not much you can do about diesel. These new diesel trucks, I know people just don't buy them because they're just so plugged. I mean, EGRs plug. I mean, diesel just plugs. I mean, it's a different particulate and it clogs a lot easier. So, I mean, they don't like to be plugged up, so they fail, and they fail often, and it costs a lot of money. So you can't have all these fees and regulate all these diesel trucks and smog them I mean, dude, they are out here in California. They're regulating people. I see the tow truck people. They just call them in twice a year. Get your truck ready. Better be ready for smog. These poor tow trucks can't keep up with these particulate filters. And I know that the tow truck owner that I know, he has to take the filters off, send them in. They have to bake them at 200 degrees just to get these filters to read correctly. I mean, it's psycho. It's psycho what they're doing here in California. And God knows what they're doing with their money because, like you said, I know other people have said that it's not going to anything right. It's not going to anything good. I'd really like to see this governor gone. I'd like to see the California Air Resource Board gone. Do I think we should eliminate smog? There's two theories to that. One, I don't know about eliminate. Yeah, I don't really care for it. I think it's ridiculous. As of now, you've had cars running with fuel injection since the 90s. Everything since then has had a catalytic converter on it, running cleaner than it ever did. Anything out of the 80s or the 70s, you're really not going to have a problem. Also, California's made it so hard to keep those vehicles on the road. They're not really around anymore. I have a smog buddy of mine, Sean, and what he says is there should have never been an underhood check for anything. He should just put a sniffer in. If it burns clean, it goes. And I agree with that. Everything else is hoopla. The other one I like is, if you plug it in and there's no check engine light and whatever little scans you do and everything meets emission standards, you're good. Americans want to build. You want tax money. You want to see people invest money. Unleash the car part market, because us Americans and our motors, man, we love them. This is our life. These are the things we want to hand down to our families. I mean, there was a lot of cool cars in the 80s that could just be unleashed. The Fox body, the Gremlin, Chevy made some cool stuff. There's just trucks. There's just all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. What do you guys think? But I will tell you, I think in the next 2 weeks, it may be getting shut down. They already blocked it. It's going to Congress. And, yeah, some bad juju, man. They're going to start digging into California and be like, holy. Gavin Newsom's on the run, dude. Like, we've been getting robbed, man. Not only robbed, like a gun pointed to our head afterwards for a long time. And I'm tired of it. So, hopefully, I don't even know. I don't even know what that means for my business if there's no more smog and all of a sudden people are going to be calling me maybe and be like, hey, can we get turbos? Can we get supercharged? I'm like, yes. Boost everything. Have fun. Eat. Play. So, all right. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. And I appreciate you watching. Sorry, my voice is a little this morning. So, it's early. And I love you guys. Thank you for all my new followers. I will be having more content this week. It's just kind of getting reorganized. And if you need anything locally and you're here, we got appointments open this week. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let me know in the comments.